morning, friends, and welcome back to the channel. This is this is not Project Life. This is Christmas in July 2024. And today I thought I would come on with a very DIY kind of project. So I would really like to have printed acetate because I want to put little envelopes on one side. I don't have any printed acetate and vellum is too light. So I decided to make my own version of printed acetate. And all I've done is I've grabbed my laminator and I cut this pouch down to 7 by 8.5, I believe. And so I also grabbed some scraps of vellum and I punched some snowflakes. So my plan is to put the snowflakes here and then run it through my laminator. So fingers crossed. I've never done this. I have no idea if it's going to work. Stay tuned. This little trick worked out so well. I think I'm going to actually make at least one more page like this for my album. It was ridiculously easy and nothing went wrong. So that's good. All you need is some little scraps of vellum and a laminator, which I just happen to have, so. Well, look at that. That's amazing. I probably should have used 5mm plastic for this, but I only had 3mm. I'm very impressed. It's very subtle and I love it. All right, I will put some holes in this and I'll be right back. Hello friends, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to turn off the camera and stop filming because hubby was doing a little project downstairs and it was for me, so I couldn't really ask him to not. So off camera, I cut these little papers for my mini envelopes and I cut the little inserts. I also cut some pieces for the back because I'm going to have to adhere these somehow and I suspect the glue will probably show through. So I got this little mini punch board a couple of years ago exactly for this purpose, which is these little mini envelopes for my December daily. So I will put you on fast forward while I finish up these last two. I ended up very happy with this little page, and these little envelopes are perfect. As I said, I bought this little mini punch board specifically for this style page. I make one pretty much every year, I think. So the size I'm using here is 4 1/8 by 4 1/8, and I think the score mark is 2 3/8, and just using the little punch board to do the rest. So these little envelopes are going to fit the inserts, which are 2 by 3. And I'm just using the little punch board for rounding corners and stuff. Yeah, very, very happy with this little page. I would highly recommend doing this style, even if you don't have the little envelope punch board. They're very easy to do. And I'm back. So the plan is to just stick these on with my ATG adhesive. And I'm going as close to these little hole punches as I can. So I will put you on fast forward while I finish up. My mistake here was I was trying to line them up on the horizontal, and I should have been trying to line them up on the vertical. And once I realized that's what I needed to do, it went smoother. But the ATG adhesive just stuck right to that acetate sheet, and it was really hard to reposition things. So once you're ready to stick them down, make sure you've got them exactly where you want them. I ended up wanting to move this little green one, and it ripped the cardstock. You're going to see it here in a moment. Yeah, mess. That's okay though. It was just green cardstock. If I really felt like I wanted to, I could have recut and refolded and just recreated the envelope from scratch. But I knew I was putting something on the back, so I knew I could cover it up. No big deal. This one I was a little bit more gentle, and the cardstock was thicker, so it was a little bit more resilient. Yeah, and now I'm lining it up on the vertical, and things are going a lot smoother. Things still aren't 100% lined up, but I think between you, me, and anybody else on YouTube, if somebody's going to grab a ruler while they're flipping through my December daily, they're the only ones that are going to notice. And I'm the only one who really flips through my December daily, so I can live with it. Yeah, see, as I'm going on the vertical, things are lining up a lot easier. So highly recommend that T-square ruler too. They're not straight, but ooh, that guy's the only one that seems to really need something to cover the adhesive. But I'm probably just going to put something over each one. So these last two, I used scraps, which means I did not have enough to do the back. So I'm just going to use more scraps. All right, this page, all done. I will put it in my album so you can see the whole thing. All right, friends, so this is kind of what I was going for. I'm going to have to find a good way to stick these guys down. Might be a good situation for some little Velcro dots. But for now, I might just leave them open. So there we go. Day 6 and day 7, potentially. Yeah, that's going to drive me crazy. All right, friends, as always, thanks for coming to hang out with me, and I will see you next video. Bye for now.